Alright then, last time we were doing a job, so let's continue doing that job. Gotta love that jacket animation, it's always so fun. Like, just pretty. Pretty. Yeah, might as well just go down here and get some Grimace. Yeah, this thing can give out good amount of sanity sometimes. Respectable, but not the best. And, well, I think I'll say more about what I was gonna say in a second. Thank you, Met. I have lost my chip. I hate you. Ugh. Alright, so that was weird. My computer kind of skipped for a second there. And in fact, it's running kind of slow in general, but who knows why. Alright, so now that we've got the key item that we needed to get from that guy, all we have to do is leave this place, but I guess I can't do that. I would still love to get a quick one. Ah. Better not get hit in the process. Alright, this will be good. And there. Yeah, thankfully I've seen Wrong Mithril. The next job isn't so bad, it just involves a lot of overworld running. Thankfully though, I use my speed up key, which he never does for some reason. Oh well. Now, since I destroyed Quickman the last episode, slight problem with that. Now he is oh, Quickman! Everybody applaud. I can't use him well quite yet because I have to show off his best feature, and I'd rather get these guys deleted quickly first. Alright, so put those guys deleted quickly first. Slight change to my folder I did. I just got rid of the slower wave for the sonic. I got rid of the slower shockwave for the sonic wave. I'll get rid of that. Like I said, I don't really seem to use time. I never really use time bombs afterwards. And I'm just getting a lot of good amounts of Zenny. Fine by me. So now you can imagine. Oh, I had to say, you can imagine how I feel. Yeah, this guy is crap hard when he's V3. Why? You'll see whenever he starts attacking. Well, first off, he's quicker. Yeah, you can only imagine that. That plus he doesn't throw it just straight ahead nowadays. He can throw it in this extremely unwieldy, kind of a boomerang pattern that hits the walls. And since I'm not really getting any good chips to hit him with, then yeah, you can tell why I fear this. That thing goes way too fast to be able to figure out a way to dodge it, so pretty much you have to get lucky. And that, my friends, is why I save excessively, especially in areas where V3 novice can just pop up at any moment. Alright, I should be able to get something here. Ah. And if you're wondering why I'm not charging up, well, you'll see why later. Main thing is, I'm still trying to get through here with... Still trying to get to Kotobuki without encountering Quickman V3 and dying, pretty much. If you're wondering about the security cube, we can't get past that. If you're wondering what those are, then... Wow. Really? You don't know what those are? You're sad. Pitiful. Jackwagon. And yes, I do love that commercial. Those are conveyor belts. They're kind of self-explanatory, actually. I mean, you step on them, you go in the direction you're in, done. And of course, the other obvious fact is you're kind of forced to go the direction you are. If you try and go back, it won't allow you to. There's usually a conveyor belt of opposites, but we can ignore that for now. We return the odd program, and he says he's also a proctor. How many of these guys are just there to fill up the request board? I mean, my goodness. He gives you a recurve plus 30 asterisk, which isn't bad, but not quite the best thing either. I really have no use for it since I already have the recover 50 ins. 50 ins. Alright, here's a story about coffee. The thing was, it was at a Panera Bread, and I was just going to get a refill. And the thing that happened was, this is number 3, it's not hard. I'll explain this while I'm walking back and forth, because there's a lot of that in this. I was walking back and I saw this woman had like a... wrong pass. She had like this very small baby around, definitely had to be hers, her husband was right next to her. She had a cup of coffee in one hand, she was hovering over it, and then it looked like she was about to tip it. And impulse reaction, I kind of knew what I was gonna do. I was gonna throw my hand in front of the child, and, well, above the child so that the coffee wouldn't spill on it, but on me. It would burn my hand, obviously, but at least the kid wouldn't suffer any burns, because I have seen a kid that's been, like, you know, if there was a pot of boiling water, it accidentally tipped it on him. So, I've seen what that's done to a kid, and I knew I wouldn't want that to happen if it was in my jurisdiction to stop it. So that is, and then I thought it over, I'm like, oh my goodness, I might have actually, you know, saved this baby's life or completely altered it, but, you know, the woman never spilled her coffee. But the thing is, when you're in a situation like that, you just, you know, you don't really think of yourself, but afterwards you think, I could have done that. Alright, so I'm going to AC/DC Town using Dex's link because to get to the program that was missing, that was the whole point of the mission, by the way, but, you know, forget the mission. Why is my computer being so slow? I mean, y'all probably aren't seeing it, but I sure am. It's just kind of like slow. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't really have anything else on besides this, and it's not usually this slow. Oh well. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to end off the episode on a cliffhanger, and this is the lost program, because I know exactly where I should stop it, seeing as Raw Mithril stopped it at a good place, and it's about 20 minutes of gameplay anyway, so that should be good for y'all to know. Alright, so now we can go back to Okadon, and that's all you had to do, just talk to that program. Let's know that its masters are indeed searching for it. Something important, but doesn't look like it's down here though. Alright, something important in the next little area. No. I guess the kid isn't here yet. There's a kid down there that will give you an it will give you an HP memory if you give him an Invis 1 asterisk code. But since I don't really have an Invis 1 yet, then, you know, stuff like that. This guy's also an exam proctor. Good grief. All 3 of them were fakes. I also got an HP memory out of this. Now, speed up. If you're wondering when I'm ever going to get into Invis 1, just don't worry. The Yumland area actually has plenty of spooky viruses for me to fight, so hooray. Whoops, no. Thankfully you can just exchange tickets, but I really liked how Bound Number 4 did this system. I mean, you had certain places to choose from, and just kind of overworld teleported you to there, so you didn't have to worry about that. About how, like, having to choose your ticket, choosing the wrong ticket, and we can take the exam. And you'll see more of that later, but Battle Network 4 is probably my least and my most favorite of the series. You'll see why I'm so bipolar on it whenever I do Battle Network 4 Red Sun. Because I've already played Blue Moon, and good grief, I knew I had to play Red Sun and show y'all just how I felt about the game. And so, he's entering our stuff in by clicking random buttons, and now I can take exams whenever we dang want. Hooray! So, let's check our first exam, the A license. We have to delete 5 viruses, and we can heal in between battles. We can heal during battles, not in between. And hardheads. They are indeed, they do indeed actually have a chip that you have to get for 100% completion, like I am going to do. Thankfully it can fly over empty panels. And their chip is gonna be one of the worst chips in the game to get. I mean, I'm just talking horrible. Alright. Don't need to try and attack it or else it's just gonna heal itself. We don't want that to happen now, do we? No, we don't. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, something I could talk about is that I haven't been playing my real Battle Network 2 game right up until today, because I decided, you know what, I'll just play however far I want to on this. And, ooh, Quick Man. Still not quite useful yet. So I'll just stand in front of these guys and shoot like heck. And can still never get Quick Man in a good situation to show off his strengths. Because so far the other Navis are doing better in that. And yeah, these are kind of boring. And so, you know, if I give stories now about how I'm doing in my real life game, then don't be confused. Because I really like Battle Network 2. I'm not going to replay Battle Network 4 a lot, but that's mainly Battle Network 3. Battle Network 4. Battle Network 3 a lot because of, you know, I can only play it on my computer, but I can play Battle Network 2 in real life and be able to 100% the game as well, so I don't have to worry about that. And, you know, that's just the main reason why I still like this game, because this was before the version splits started happening, and trust me, Battle Network 4 really started being mean. Yay, good situation where I can use Quick Man. And just trust me, the version difference is so bad in Battle Network 4 that I'm going to play through the games once each, and that's it. Alright, so Quick Man, what you have to do is he freezes time, and he throws his boomerang down row like he would to attack you. However, the boomerang comes back, so you can do, you know, twice the damage his chip actually tells you to do if you line up shots correctly. Very useful chip. And problem 2, this is reminding me of the B license. How about you? We have to stop 2 bad Navis on the net, so let's go. One's just in Den Area 3, so we can just teleport out and go get him, Tiger. I remember that was oh yeah, Mary Jane Watson to Spider-Man. Here's the first one. And about the bad Navis, I really like their Battle Network 3 look a lot better, because these look kind of similar to other ones. And all 3, sorties 1, 2, and 3. Lovely. So, yeah, sortie 3s are Aqua, and they're just about the same. You know, real big differences there. Alright, they have a lot more health though, that's one thing to note. And like I said, the sortie family really likes to use them area grabs. I can't see the HP of the enemy now, so I'm like thinking, what do I do? 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 Oh, something I couldn't show off. There are elemental weaknesses because there are 4 elements. Fire beats grass, grass beats electric, electric beats water, and water beats fire. The thing is, though, it doesn't have the kind of logic you would think of in Pokemon, where, you know, one type that beats out the other resists the other. It's actually kind of weird like that. I mean, so I could use a fire chip on the Sorry like I just did and be perfectly fine. Alright, so first, that's the bad data. Bad data A. Checking back in to save time. And we need to get the second bad data because these things are nearly carbon copies of. Trust me, when it comes to the last few license tests, they get extremely difficult. I mean, to the point that you wouldn't even be able to, you know, figure this out on your own, pretty much. And again, checking this because it can either give you some interesting chip codes or some money. And I guess we get some more money. I got a good amount of money, but I'm gonna wait out on buying something. I'll just leave. Because, you know, we can totally run away from placing bunny enemies. Right? Right? Hello? Bueller? Alright, since they want me to fight here, I'll just do so. Gives me more chance to use my favorited heat shot. Okay, I was about to say, wait, am I going the wrong way? Because I really don't want to go the wrong way. And yeah, mystery data in the earlier areas don't give you good things, and that's a nice thing about this game. Even if you're horrible at this game and you like rank 1 everything, then the nice thing is the green mystery data the green mystery data and the blue mystery data kind of helps you through that. Ooh, these guys. Wow. I'm thinking, oh, this will be a piece of cake. No, I'm the one that got hit. Let me just leave. I'm too embarrassed to finish off these guys. Alright, so saving, because I know that quick command would totally go here. Oh, wait, here's the guy. Never mind. I saved about this. Yeah, totally. Here's the sad thing. The person we fought before was his brother. And this is the older brother. What's sad, his enemies are easier to deal with than the ones his younger brother sent out. Now that's not sad, I don't know what is. Alright, so I would love to get rid of these. Stupid Medfire, you moved. Ow. I'm just doing horrible so far. You know what? Quick man. Thankfully, he can go pierce through objects, but I think most of them can. I've even seen a weird thing with Roll where if rocks are in the way, get this, she's able to go through the rocks and hit the enemy. Like, if it's the shortest route to the middle, she'll go through the rocks. It's really odd. Of course, there's a lot of odd stuff like that in Bound Over 1, but this game mostly fixed that. And another fight. Joy. Oh boy, Sparkies. I'm not a real fan of Sparkies, and you should see why in a few minutes. And you'll see why in a few minutes. They kind of go in this pattern. That one's kind of pleasant, but trust me, they get worse. I mean, much worse. Much, much worse. Yeah, don't hide behind the rocks because the spiky ones can get to you from there. And this will finish these guys off pretty quickly. You can do it with the spiky 2s though, since they don't really hit the panel in front of you, which is where you would be. And same with the shrimpies here. So many G codes. Alright, so time this right. And there we go. Yeah, these It's the same as before, an easy 5 and then a hard 5. And let's get as much as these guys as much damage on all these guys as I can. And of course you move. You tough bunnies. Yes, that's actually what they're called. Tuff bunny. Yeah, very odd choice of words to describe that. Ah, he moved. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, there's a lot of shots like that, there's a lot of things that do that weird kind of loop pattern. Not really sure how you would describe it. And no fun area grabs. Ooh, quick man. Yay, I got this to go well. This is why I like Quickman. I mean, he's just a good 100 power hit if you can line it up correctly. And we got the A license. Hooray! As well as a Recov 2. Double hooray! You can almost taste the food. It's that yummy. Speaking of tasting, one thing I can say is that has anyone ever drunk lemon juice? Like, just straight up lemon juice? Nasty. It's just nasty. We had like little shot glasses and I was at a youth group retreat. For those of you who haven't done it, don't do it. That stuff is just straight up nasty. I mean, it's good for flavoring and stuff, but just don't drink it. It'd be like drinking tomato juice, which I know some people do. I think it's mostly old people. That could just be me, though. So many Metars. There's a system in Battle Network 4 that kind of spoils how that game works, but I'll just say it now since this isn't Battle Network 4. The thing is, whenever you beat the game, you're facing only two types of enemies. Oh yeah, welcome to Young Land, which for some reason is kind of empty. And yep, that's right. There's a BugFrag. And you know, you're only fighting the Metars, just to give you a basic idea, you're only fighting the level 1 and an enhanced version of the level 1 version of all the enemies in the game. Dang it, you had to do that. I'll just use this. Yay! I was not expecting that at all. That was actually kind of cool. I don't know why they don't highlight the I sometimes. I mean, they highlight the S sometimes in S rank. What can I get rid of? I get rid of the Q for now, but that's because I'm gonna get this real quick. Yeah, there's some good stuff you can get here. This, and this, mostly. And that's not really too useful unless you use a punch, which actually makes into a moving projectile that does 200 damage. Thing is, you want to buy the ColdPnch B, it's for Program Advance, and Sputter N. Now then, I'm going to try and find a place for this. And I can get rid of the blast B gun. I didn't even know I had that in there. And so yeah, welcome to Yumland. It's actually kind of a confusing place. Hooray. It has a lot of grass panels as well as cracked panels. And the grass panels are actually kind of special because if a grass enemy gets on them and it has damage, it'll actually heal. And you can actually take advantage of that later, but that's for later. Oh yeah, something this game introduced was, I'm pretty sure this game introduced, was viruses in disguise. Meaning that you can open mystery data, and it's not always mystery data. Sometimes it can be, as it said, a virus in disguise. Speaking of viruses in disguise, I'm actually going to watch Transformers 3 today. And I haven't really heard an opinion on it yet. I mean, it looked good from what the commercials and teaser trailers showed, but that's commercials and teaser trailers. they tend not to give much information. Oh yay, these guys. You'll see why I said oh yay, this guy in a second, because watch. He can orbit around that. And oh yeah, something else to know about grass panels. If an enemy goes over them that's not usually super effective against the heat, it will. And if it's a grass enemy, then it's ×4. Very useful information to know for some of the later Navis. And apparently Yumland's known for having the largest population of Navis. He thinks this is going to be something like Silent Hill or one of those other survival show things. Well, it's more of a video game, but you know what I mean. I think it was a movie too. And I want to try and find one enemy real quick, because you can get spooky viruses here. Speak of the devil. Alright, so, go. Yes, done. Gotcha. There we go, there's my invisible one. Even asterisk coded. Hooray! Definitely putting that in my folder. What can I get rid of? And that. Yeah, there's also something I'd like to talk about games in general, including this game in general. But, you know, that'll be for later whenever you actually see at what point in the game I'm going to talk about it. Because it'll make a lot of sense it'll make a lot of sense if you hear my explanation of it. And might as well do extra damage when it need not be. I guess need be now. At least the 3 attack thing makes it easier to take down the enemies. Because in this game, they really wanted you to try and shoot more and charge less. Because in the previous game, it was more like charge more and shoot less. Yeah, no, kind of opposite thinking what I would do. Because, I mean, the way they did charging in the previous game was, it was ×16 what your power was. Navi plus 20, by the way, very useful. I always use it. And so, if you had 1, then it would be 16 attack. If you had 2, 32, and up to 5, which would be 80. Why they got rid of that, I just don't know, because I think it's actually a pretty good system. Oh yeah, they can heal other enemies, by the way. Isn't that lovely? And that's why spooky viruses are probably one of the more annoying enemies. And good timing. Good. Alright, so now then, to finally get over to the Yumland area, you have to go up here. And more bunnies. And this guy says, you'll be in Yumland. So next time we'll go to Yumland and see what the hoo-ha-hey is going on.